Ladies and gentlemen, how the did I end up in China at the All China Buy headquarters? Even I don't know, but for real, this video is gonna be crazy. So grab your food, and without any further ado, let me tell you boys how I ended up in China meeting with the CEO of All China Buy. Alright, now this trip started probably like 2 or 3 weeks before we left, when I was talking to a friend of mine who happens to be the first promoter that ACB ever worked with. You might know him. A lot of people in my Discord are also in his Discord, Yves Creed. And I was talking to him, and we were planning to go to China for a completely different reason, but then we're like, you know what, we should ask ACB if they'll let us pull up to their warehouse. We hit up ACB and they're like, warehouse, we'll see about that, but you guys can pull up to the office. Hopefully next time we pull up, we can go check out one of the warehouses. They actually just upgraded. They have a second and a third warehouse coming, and every ACB user knows that ACB is already hella fast, so they're only gonna get faster. So once we got the green light, we were getting ready to go, figuring out the visa situation, figuring out the flights, and I don't know what type of magic Yves did, but All China Buy was like, yo, we'll cover some of your expenses while you're in China. So you already know, shout out to All China Buy. And if you're not already using All China Buy, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Links will be in the description. Make sure to go and check them out. Now at this point, this shit does not feel real in my head, bro. Like, in my head, this is still a dream trip that I'm planning for like a year from now or something. But all of a sudden, this shit got so real. Had to book the flights, get the visas together. Alright, so the day of the trip comes, it's the 22nd. And bro, I hate morning flights if you know me. Every single time it's a morning flight. I'm at the airport like 4 a.m. I'm 1 HP, bro. But nevertheless, got to the airport, hopped on the flight, went over to Detroit. I hopped on the flight over to Shanghai. And that's when shit started getting crazy. Alright, so we get to the airport type shit, get our bags, wait through all the lines, all the security and whatever. And now we're about to meet our managers for the first time. First time we've met anyone from All China Buy. And I low-key did not know what to expect. But bro, we linked up with our manager. We were so chill, such good people. And so we're getting out of the airport. We're about to book a taxi. And they don't have Uber there. They have another app called Didi. And they booked the Didi. Dude, the airport was so damn big. It took like probably 10 or 15 minutes just for that guy to find us. That day we got to Shanghai. It was pretty chill. They took us around, showed us all the big tourist spots, checked out some shopping malls and stuff. Overall, Shanghai was my favorite city there, not gonna lie. But now this is where the story gets a little wild. So we're currently in Shanghai. We need to go to another city. So we hop on the train and we're going to this other city. It's like an hour away, maybe like an hour, 30 minutes. I don't really remember how long it took, but it didn't feel that long. It felt like 30 minutes if I'm being completely honest. But anyways, we get to our destination and our managers walk us over to a blue BMW, and I'm like, god damn, they got a BMW for us? And we put our bags in the car and they're like, nah, you guys don't get in here. We got another car for you guys. So we follow another All China Buy employee that we literally just met like 20 minutes ago to another car, and we're expecting like, oh, it's probably gonna be like a normal car. Bro, a Maybach. They picked us up from the train station in a Maybach. This was the craziest thing to me, bro. So we're in the Maybach for like 30 minutes. Most comfortable drive of my life, not even gonna lie. And we get to another hotel, check in, blah, blah, blah. And now it's finally time to meet the boss, and we're low-key getting a little nervous, but like at the same time, we're more hyped than nervous. But before we go to meet the boss, the All China Buy guys are like, okay, let's go get some lunch. And we're like, all right, let's go get some lunch. They had good food everywhere, and the food prices there were so damn cheap. Like, you get a whole meal for $5, which is insane. And that's $5 Canadian. That's probably like $2 US, not even gonna lie. So I had this good ass burger, and it's finally time to actually meet the boss for real now. And they take us to the building. And at this point, I don't know how big like All China Buy actually is, but once I saw the office building, I was like, god damn, these guys are like legit. Go upstairs, go to the floor, and the first thing we see when we get out of the elevator, bro, just so beautiful. Saw the ACB sign on the back of the wall in the office. We walked in, got greeted by the big boss man himself, and he takes us to this meeting room type area. Got a great view of the city that we're in. I'm not gonna leak where it was. And the table that we're sitting at is really cool. Like, I've never seen anything like it. There's like a heating element right in the middle. I guess it's like a traditional Chinese thing, because everywhere we went, like every seller we met with, they all had something similar going on. And okay, I'm not even glazing right now, bro, but the boss made really good tea, and I don't even drink tea like that, not gonna lie. But yeah, now what you've all been waiting for, what did we talk about in that meeting? So we actually got to meet the manager of every single department and got to talk to them about what we think they can do better to make All China Buy a better platform for you guys. So we got to talk to the website engineer, and we told him a bunch of stuff about the website that I know a lot of you guys probably hate as well. Like, there's no dark mode, the currency option, and the QCs as well. email, talk to the warehouse staff about that, and I have a huge document that I made that I sent out to them with just things that they need to fix and things they need to add. But if you have any more things that you want to see in All China Buy, just drop them in the comments, drop them in the Discord, and I can assure you these guys really work hard to make sure that you guys have the best agent to buy from. Together we can make an agent that's probably like 1,000 times better than what Panda Buy was. Now after this meeting we stayed in Hangzhou for another night, but then we had to go to another city, to Guangzhou, for what me and Yves originally came here for. There's a trade fair going on, so we dipped, checked that out, and while we were there we're like, okay, we gotta get some gifts for the boss, for our managers, because when we came we did bring gifts from the whole office, but we were like, we gotta get something super special just for the boss and for the managers. So the whole time we were in Guangzhou, we're looking around, picking up gifts and stuff, and this is where things started to get a little dicey, because our flight back was to Shanghai, not to the city that the All China Buy office is in. And I'm not gonna lie, this flight being to Shanghai and not to Hangzhou was a complete misplanning by me and Yves. But you know, it's our first time out in China, it's first time traveling internationally in years. Things got a little crazy because of that, but we're just gonna write it off as a learning experience this time. But what up? We get to Shanghai and we had to take a 3-hour DD. This shit cost us $300, bro, from Shanghai to Hangzhou. And we get to the hotel and we're like, okay, bro, we can finally sleep in a hotel. It's like 4 a.m. by this time. We get to the hotel and the police station's closed. And in China, when you're a foreigner, you gotta do a police check-in at every single hotel. So they're like, nah, bro, we can't let you in right now. But there's another hotel where you can probably try check-in. So we go to that other hotel and we try to check in and they're like, nah, you can't check in right now, you gotta wait till 8. And I'm like, fuck, bro, this is cooked. And I'm like, what should we do for like the next 6 hours? And she's like, oh, y'all can just sleep in the hotel lobby. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Had to sleep in the hotel lobby, and this was the lowest point that we ever hit in China, sleeping in that hotel lobby, waiting till 8 a.m. just so we could check in. Finally, bro, 8 a.m. hits, check in, sleep for 3 hours, then order another taxi, go over to the office, and this made it so worth it. Got to meet up with the boss again, and honestly, he's just such a chill guy. So good talking to him about like our ideas, what his ideas are, and just going back and forth. But honestly, I don't regret sleeping in that hotel lobby for like 6 hours. Meeting the boss again, meeting our managers again, made it so worth it. Went back to Shanghai after that, chilled, did some shopping, got some souvenirs from back home. And honestly, bro, I'm just so thankful to every single person who watches my videos. And if you watched up to this point, I'm so grateful to you for, you know, sticking around and making this possible. So stay tuned, bunch of giveaways coming soon, bunch of new content, bunch of new hauls. I love you boys, and as always, this has been your boy Ken, and I'll see you boys next time. Peace.